Yo, what is up, guys? Undead Nerd here, and today they have just announced the director of the Bendy and the Ink Machine movie. Now, before I say who it is, I'm probably gonna have to explain my history of Bendy and the Ink Machine before this. Bendy and the Ink Machine was my tweenhood. The game came out when I was like 11 years old. I'm 18 now. I swear that probably makes all the adult Let's Players feel old. But yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday. Like, looking at all the teaser trailers for all the chapters, predicting what's gonna happen next, pretending that Boris was still alive, a little bit of spoilers. What else? All the theories, all the gameplays. Such good old days. I miss the 2010s, folks. And honestly, when this movie was announced, I was a little mixed. Not that I hate the idea of a Bendy movie like a bunch of other idiots on the internet would. It's because, like, I know that the creators of Bendy are kind of terrible people. I highly recommend watching this two-part, hour-long documentary series. I don't remember the guy's name, but he does an entire video documenting the behind-the-scenes controversies of the Bendy crew, and I'd say watch it with your own risk because, like, there's kind of a little bit of identity politics in those documentaries, even though the guy who made the videos said that it wasn't his intention and he knows it's a divisive and triggering subject. But I'd say either give it a try or skip through some parts, I must say. So yeah, I expected because of that this movie would have a like crappy production history, like say the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and I think people are starting to forget that that movie had a hellish production. And and also in recent years we got the Blade movie, we got the Mahershala Ali Blade movie that's going through production hell. So yeah, I kind of expected it to go that route, but it looks like it's moving along smoothly. So this new director is Andre Overdahl, who is Norwegian. I knew for a fact it was foreign because of how the O is spelt. But yeah, he did a lot of movies that I have actually have never seen. The Last Voyage of Demeter. I hear that it's a movie that's similar to Dracula. I mean, makes sense because it was made by Universal, but I haven't seen the movie yet. I hear it was disappointing, but hey, I might check it out still. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Haven't seen that, but I do know that was popular. King on Screen. Is that a documentary? Must be a documentary. Troll Hunter, the live action fantasy horror, not the animated one with Kelsey Grammer. I haven't seen either. But yeah, from what I've seen from the movies he's directed, I think he's a pretty good choice. Now, I have heard a rumor that the Bendy movie is going to have physical monsters, like similar to John Carpenter's The Thing. And if you do all the shading of the ink, like in the games, then boy, I think this movie is in for some awards. And I think it's very refreshing, especially for Bendy and the Ink Machine of all movies. And I don't know if Radar Productions, we'll get to them in a bit, would be willing to spend that much money on like an indie game of all things. But hey, we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, so I tried to look up Radar Productions. One of the first things I saw was something about black trans people. I don't know, but that's not the right company. All right, so on a film, Radar Productions, I'm on the website right now. They did the Jumanji movies that I know. Riddick, is it the old Riddick or I didn't know they made a new Riddick. I don't know. I haven't seen any of the movies. The Last Samurai, that's a good movie. Revenge of the Nerds. Sorry, I haven't seen that. Mr. Holland Opus with Richard Dreyfuss, nice guy. I met him in real life. Arachnophobia. I remember a teacher of mine was talking about when she saw that movie in the theater and she was scared to death. Yeah. Yeah, I guess John Goodman isn't that great. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Sorry, I haven't seen that. I'm such a freak. I need to watch these movies. I mean, I've seen a lot. Don't get me wrong. It's just I haven't seen every movie ever made. But oh, they did the first Jumanji movie. That's cool. Kazam. Oh my god, I kind of want to watch that movie because I heard it's so bad. What was this? So yeah, they are working with a pretty good production company here, and I'd say they're very blessed to do that. So yeah, hopefully their issues have improved, and hopefully we do get the physical sets like I heard. And I just wonder, how are they gonna adapt this movie? Because, like, are they gonna adapt the first game? Are they gonna adapt Dark Revival? I highly doubt it. Are they gonna make a news story? I think it's more likely they'll adapt the first game, but it kind of depends. And even if they do, who are they gonna cast as Henry? Dwight Fry? Oh wait, he's dead. He's been dead for 80 years now. I don't know, you could just go back in time, get him, and just say, that's where he went to film this movie, to play. I swear to gosh. Hush. Sorry, I don't use the Lord's name in vain, if that sounded weird. Uh, uh, Henry looks a lot like Renfield in Bendy and the Dark Revival. I haven't played Dark Revival, but I have seen gameplay clips of it. And it looks like a Bioshock ripoff. I swear, I swear, like the moment I played Bioshock and fell in love with it, I'm like, this has a lot of similarities to Bendy. I mean, I'd say Bendy and the Ink Machine 1 is kind of fairly different, but once you get to Dark Revival, from what I've seen, yep, Bioshock ripoff. Ripoff on original. Woo, woo, woo. By the way, where's that Showdown Bandit game? Because I know the Kindly Beast studio shut down, and that's kind of part of the controversy. But, yeah. So, I'm looking forward to this movie, and let's predict a release date. I'd say 2026 maybe. It kind of depends. But, yeah, I think this is definitely going to be a stepping stone for indie game movies. Like, I would love to see a Hello Neighbor movie. I think that would definitely work, especially in live action. I know we had the Cuphead show not that many years ago, which I've only watched one episode of it. Sorry, I don't like Netflix. I don't know. A lot of their original programming has a lot of anti-Christian themes, so I'm like, I'll pass. Oh yeah, speaking of Bioshock, the Bioshock movie was announced like 2 years ago for Netflix, and it hasn't even, nothing has gone forward with it. The last thing I've heard of the Bioshock movie was a rumor that Keanu Reeves was offered the role of Jack, which that's terrible casting. He looks nothing like Jack. I think Oscar Isaac would be better casting because he looks more like the character. But, and I'd say that's not a bad superiority to have because the Inspired got a movie before the Inspiration. And after looking at the announcement video with the Chinese theater, I'm like, oh, hopefully I work in Hollywood soon. If Mark Hamill and John Leguizamo are not dicks about their views in front of me, you know. But hey, Gina Carano has a court date next year in order to smash Disney for their biases, so civil rights for the win, people.